hand the camera over to this beautiful face right here. It's my girl, Fergie. Ferg! Throw on the cans if you want to so you can hear my voice even more crystal clear.
Yes,
yeah, go
I like
for it,
that.
girl. There it is. So, Double Dutchess, there is so much of you that you're giving us this time around. And I want to first start with, where were you able to find the strength, the courage, the heart to share this part of your life with us?
Well, I have no idea. I have no clue. It's where it had been a while. I've been on tour with the P's for 2 records after the Duchess. I had to get off tour and take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Have a baby named Axel Jack, and then figure out my life from there, how it was going to be like putting in the studio and putting out my workouts and putting in everything to have a balanced life because, he comes first.
For sure.
And then it's like, I still got to do everything else, but it's a different schedule. So it's like, okay, I'm figuring it all out. And then getting back from the studio was like, you want to tinker around and find your niche and find your style and find what feels right and what doesn't feel right. And so I did some of that, and then people were like, put it out. So I put out one song, and then it's like, I want to put out the whole album, but it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
It just kept not being, it just wasn't ready.
Not the right time.
So, I always believe God works in mysterious ways, and it always happens for a reason. You don't know why, but at a certain point, people are just mad at me, like straight mad, like, where's the album? Why are you putting out a sexy picture? We want the album. I was just like,
hold on.
I was like, oh my gosh. So I'd filmed some videos, and I just figured, you know what? I don't want to drop any more songs. I just want to drop the whole thing all together. And at a certain point, I was like, I'm going to do a video for every song because I want to give, when I do drop it, I just want them to have
it all, just
eye candy, ear candy, visual, like all of it.
You've used the words visual experience.
Yes.
And the very first time that I heard the new single and I saw the video was at, and I want to paint the picture because we do these meetings here where we call them our music summit. And it's a room of music program directors and all that kind of stuff. And I was sitting front row. Mm-hmm. I'm right there, and one of your, shout out to my man David Nathan in the studio here hanging with us. Hey. He comes out and he gives a proper speech, and all of a sudden the door opens, smoke bellows out, doves. I had been half a dozen doves, and then Fergie comes floating into the stage, and you show this video of you just getting it. Yo, when I say that I sat there and I couldn't tell if I should have my eyes on the video or watching you enjoy the video. Fergie, I want to tell you, just watching you in that moment and my eyes going back and forth between how proud you were to have eyes on this and just knowing that. What did it feel like to know like this is exactly how I wanted things to go? Well,
that was a crazy day. I remember coming to iHeart, and it was this like summit, and I know that all these guys, a lot of people whom I've known through the years in radio, because I'm a radio girl.
Yeah.
And I just, a lot of these artists come by. If you don't know what it is, they come by and present. They got 5 minutes and they present their new stuff. And it's usually like artists that are like, they've had a hit and they want to present their second single, so they do like a live acoustic performance or something like that. And I just feel like I've known these people, and I just want to. I got up there, and it was more like, instead of like, hi, I hope you like, I just went up there and I was like, I know half of you in this room, and I know you know me, and this has been my life. I'm not trying to act like, oh, it's just, I wrote this song in 10 minutes. It's just, sometimes that happens. Don't get me wrong.
You spilled your soul for us.
This just isn't, it was a moment. I felt like in that room.
Very much so.
And I know, I was almost in tears. I was like, don't lose it. Jeez. But just kind of like how I felt when I joined the Black Eyed Peas, and I was so excited, and people were just like, wait a second, who is this girl ruining the Black Eyed Peas? All of that negativity, and I had to really find that fight inside of me, that underdog mentality, like I say in Life Goes On. I really have always felt like that, and the similar thing happened during the making of this album. People just got so mad at me, or people would be like, well, I don't know if she could do it anymore. And it's like, oh, really?
Oh, we watch.
Like, yeah, I'll see you at
You
my
don't think
show.
I could do the splits and
I'll
sing this verse and spit these bars? You watch, and I'm going to put it up here, and y'all are going to see.
I will see you, yes. I will see you at the show. So it really just gives me, what you asked, where did I find that? It's just that drive, that underdog, that Rocky Balboa. I go to those movies, that mentality that's like, okay, it's just the eye of the tiger. It's just that's what it is, and I strive for greatness, or what I think is greatness.
Oh, well, I mean, you're doing a damn good job, and you have been, and to be an icon in the game. And I hope you understand that there are so many people, so many artists who look to you for that strength, and for you to find it and to show it to us. It takes a lot. I mean, how ready are you for all of us to get our hands on? I mean, 9/22 is the date, correct? So
not 9/11, 9/22.
9/22. So when we get this and we're able to see, how excited are you for the world to really be able to hop alongside you and to fight this fight together, and just this army. You're bringing a lot of people, whether you know it or not.
I am just really.
I mean, yeah. I just think because there's so many folks that we've looked to you as an artist for that that power. And you've given it to us, whether you've known it or not.
Thank you so much. Well, I am so ready.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All the videos have just been turned in. Like, it's out.
It's done.
Like, I have no more. There are no more edits I can make.
Okay.
It's done. Like, I feel like, it's out. We're waiting. We're waiting for the video's actually. I know you're gonna edit this up. The video's actually coming out today.
Yeah.
For you already know the one you saw.
Yep.
At the summit, and I'm like, we're waiting. I put the last teaser, whatever you call it, build up video out, and it should be out any
second now.
Yes, they had to ingest
that 8 seconds that you don't those 8 seconds that you're giving us over the course of these past couple of days had people fiending. Fiending for it.
So it's coming today. I'm so ready for this. I'm ready for the entire thing to be out. We're doing the visual experience, seeing Double Dutchess, seeing Double. You can get tickets for iPick one day only, 9:20 before it comes out.
Yeah,
9:20 to go to iPick. Go see it. iPick's great because
you get to chill.
You could chill. You could eat dinner. You could have a cocktail.
There you have it.
Enjoy it. Take it in, and so across limited theaters in America doing that. I think it's the first time anyone's done that. I really made a movie.
Yeah.
Mom, I made a movie. And it's just a bunch of little movies, actually. It's like this whole artist collaboration that happened with this album. All these different directors brought their vibe to it and brought their special. I've worked with so many amazing people, and it's crazy to see it all together and on the big screen. But you can get that. You can get the whole movie, the visual experience with the deluxe package, $11.99.
Boom.
You can pre-order right now. You get it on 9/22. You got all of it right there.
Listen, y'all, do what the woman is telling you to do, because it's such a special project here. It's I don't want to say it's a new Fergie, but I mean it's this grasp of self that really shines through. And you know what I mean. I want to ask, like, how has your previous journey to this point led you to being so comfortable with doing this, or was there a lot of vulnerability in opening up in this album and doing these videos and sharing Double Dutchess?
There is a lot of vulnerability on this album, and this is the place for me to let those inner crevices, those things inside in my soul that I write down and in my journals. And this is the time. It's it's not right on a Black Eyed Peas record. It just doesn't feel like, it feels like it would be very selfish, I think, to take up that space and be like, these are my feelings. And here, but here, this is the time, and it's not like I put out a record every year or something like that. There's a lot of things, a lot of life experiences that I've had that are they go to on the page.
Boom.
And so there's a lot. There's of course there's a girl with the mask on, that the more flamboyant, I guess, outgoing. Likes to have a laugh, or it's a little aggressive, a little harder, darker. And then there's like the you take away the mask, and there's the softer, the kind of the more introspective, serious side of me, which you've seen on Big Girls Don't Cry and certain other songs. So it's a complete, it's Double Dutchess. It's a dichotomy. It's like the duality of my personality. Plus, it's like I keep saying like. Stop saying like. Plus, it's just kind of, when I put out the Duchess, it really does feel like the Duchess Part 2.
Yeah.
I almost called it Dutchess Part 2, but then it was Double Dutchess. So much more fun.
Yeah, it's so much more fun.
And I'm having so much fun with the split screens and the visuals and we have our whole alphabet, whole font with the split in the middle.
The space that you are in right now, I could see it. We can feel it as you're watching this interview. We're drawn in. And before I get into some of the fan questions here, I want to talk specifically about You Already Know and working with Nicki.
Yeah.
And just knowing how fun it was to let loose on this track and to you're talking. I wrote down one of the lyrics when you talk about when you put your little noodle to it and you take a sip. What are you sipping? What are you sipping on though? Is it like a dark liquor? Is it a tequila shot? Is it wine at night?
I don't know. I mean,
it just depends.
Yeah, gosh, it depends. I go through phases. I love like a nice Pinot Grigio, but my dad has a vineyard. Ferguson Crest.
Boom.
So it's like he has a very nice Viognier, which is a nice white.
Okay.
Very elegant. He has a very nice Syrah. If you're into red wines, it's a very good Syrah. He grows all his own grapes in the backyard, and then we have a very nice blend called Fergalicious. And a new one called Axel Jack, which is
he's even got one.
And it's so good. It's crazy. I know Axel Jack's got a wine. It's so fun. He's never tasted it.
No, of course not. He's 4.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, not even a sip. But so I like to do some sipping. But I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're at a club, maybe a little cocktail.
Yeah, something else. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the beach, something with the umbrella.
If it's Sunday football, maybe it's a Corona.
Yeah, you
Corona.
go.
I gotta get the language. I gotta get the accent right because we were talking about going to TJ.
The R's. I'm loving it.
I know, Corona.
Oh my gosh. No, but this particular track, you teamed up with another beast of an MC. I mean, Nicki she is it, and you guys come together so dope on this track. How fun was it? You know what I mean, working and seeing this product come out.
I'm so blessed to get to work with Nicki Minaj. I mean, she's such an icon herself. She's definitely a queen, and just working with her, it was really great because she's very detailed, just as I am. So it was great working with her. I was like, we're kind of like-minded because we're very just specific on details. And, she's a boss, just like I am. And I got my own label called Dutchess Music. And
Boom.
And it's like two bosses. And in the video, I'm playing these games again. Like I play chess with myself. I'm playing ping pong with myself because I'm constantly, bettering myself. And that's like I say on Hungry, girl up in the mirror, only want to fear her. And it's just I constantly feel like that because it's like if you focus on what everybody else is doing, it's like it's too much noise. You got to just keep your eye on the goal, on the ball.
Yeah.
And she's just, and I'm like really, I love a good throwback. It's very old school.
Yo, yeah, man.
Is, it's
for real.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you that raw bass, you know what I'm saying? DJ Easy Rock vibe. And I'm just like, the minute I heard it, it was me. So you're doing the dang thing,
the nostalgia, girl. Yes. So Will.i.am, did that track and it was just, produced it. And when she came on it, she just was totally, it gets a little darker and she's totally her, like the music.
Yeah.
It's very her, and I'm kind of a little bit more, jumpy a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's perfect because she's her and I'm me in the same track, and it's just, I don't know, it's two of us just power.
It's
women.
right.
We got our power suits on, then we got our latex on, like,
it's right.
Both.
It's right. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, babe.
I'm gonna throw a couple of these fan questions your way, and I gotta say, man, the fans, they've come up with some really amazing ones. This comes from @bcarpenter on Twitter. He wants to know what inspired you to do the visual project.
Inspired me because at a certain point I was like, let's do videos, while we're going along instead of waiting and then in the middle of tour having to stress about a video. So it was like, you know what? It'd be just amazing to have a video for every song. And it was, and especially when people are just getting mad at me because it wasn't done. I was like, well, at least I'll make it worth the wait.
Yeah.
And give them something that just fulfills the palette of everything.
You did it. This is from Trisha. She wants to know, who have your influences been for this album?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the list is probably.
I don't even know. Probably subconsciously. You're influenced by all the music you've listened to your whole entire life. It comes out in weird ways. You don't know why you're singing this melody, but maybe that was, then you hear a song later on in life and you're like, I think I was inspired by that in my subconscious when I was writing this. So I don't know.
It was you. It was your life experience.
It just comes from everything.
All right.
Absolutely.
I love this one here because Axel Jack is one of the most adorable little dudes on the planet. And this question from Olin in the Deep, that's her name on Twitter. What's your favorite part about being a mom?
Okay, what's her name, by the way?
At Olin in the Deep is her Twitter name. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah.
What was the question?
What's your favorite part about being a mom?
Favorite part about being a mom? Oh my gosh. He is just, every day he's saying new things and I'm just fascinated by his brain.
Yeah.
You know, I'm constantly talking to him, asking him what he thinks, what he feels, just relating with him. If he gets frustrated, oh, that must be frustrating. I'm such a female when it comes to being a mom. And like the total, like, you must be feeling frustrated because of that. I would feel frustrated. You know, this happens to me, and I share my stories, and then we talk things through. And he's like my little.
That's so rad.
Yeah. He just we run around the house looking like maniacs with like a bunch of different superhero costumes on. You should see my house. Right now, I have a huge, no joke, pirate ship that's way taller than I am in my room that me and him built at breakfast.
Oh, dude.
You don't even
That's
understand.
A thing.
Yeah, with these poles. It was a birthday present that he got. And it was like these. It was easy to do, so I was like, "Let's do this." And we.
Next thing you know, it's Captain
room.
Jack Sparrow.
It is in my entire room. This pirate ship. We filled it with treasure. We're like grabbing.
Yo.
But then the ninjas. He feels that the ninjas are friends with pirates, so it's a ninja pirate ship. So there's fusion going on all around. I've got like the two,
gosh,
the two katanas hanging out here, and I'm like got the pirate hat. It's just
to see you in this space
insanity.
right now, to see that you're allowing us in, to say thank you isn't enough, because the thing is. When you all, as you're watching, this visual experience play out, I mean, it's so much of the awesome space that you're in right now. And I mean, just thank you for willing to go there. Thank you for continuing to be, like I said earlier, whether you know it or not, that strength that a lot of fans that we've been, I want to say expecting, but just hoping and been looking up to for such a long time. Girl, you know that you are doing the damn thing. And I hope that you continue to feel the love that we give from our spot, from our space
so
in the speakers.
much.
Seriously, I mean, I don't want to drop the F-bomb, but you've been freaking killing it you know what you do.
Thank you. I work really hard, and because I like to be proud of what I do, and I so appreciate you. Thank you so much.
For sure.
And I'm just
a billion %.
I'm grateful to whoever's been waiting.
It's here.
Thank you. It's here. Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is the beautiful, the incomparable. It's Fergie Ferg in the house. Last round of applause. And shout out to that bottle of Axel Jack that I'm about to go and grab.
Yes.
Hey.
Gotta get you one.